I present you guys a prison built to the best of my ability to be as inescapable as possible, possibly rivaling Hades' vault. I bring to you the Cuckoo's Nest. Before I begin, I just wanted to clarify that this command block is here because it sets everyone with mining fatigue, because I wanted to give the world download, and I don't think mobs can be there in the world download because I tried this before and the Elder Guardians weren't here. So if you want to place Elder Guardians on your own, put 20 in each of these chambers, because as a total of 60, every single second that you have no mining fatigue, it's gonna give you mining fatigue. So that's why this is here. Also, one more thing before I begin. This is actually kind of possible to break inside. If you have like 20 withers and all that, you can break in, but breaking out is virtually impossible because there's guards watching you all the time. Like, you're inside with no items, you basically can't do anything, and you could try mining here, I guess, but it's basically just not worth it because the guards are just going to keep on checking up on you. The Overworld Portal Hub. A simple design, shroom lights surrounding the portal, and trees to match the theme. Going inside, the nether hub is also really simple. Quartz bricks, pillars, slabs, and lava on the ceiling. Just a reference to my original prison. The main lobby. A small room with many controls, one of them being to this inside portal, where I can turn on the portal, turn it off, and these are the controls to the outside portal. Turning it on, which it already is, and then turning it off. And it should be off now. Next we have the guard's path, which is over here. And then the prisoner's path, which is over here. Both of these having water, the guards having soul sand and water to speed them up. The prisoners having water to slow them down so that the guard can get to the other side first. We have a bed here so that the person who's entering can set their spawn so that the guard can kill them at any time and they cannot exit the prison. Up over here we have the locker room. If we give this lever a flick, it'll open this up. And here we have a shulker box. Whoever the prisoner is gonna put their items inside of the shulker box. I'm gonna take a gray carpet, for example, put it inside, and they're gonna send it down a shaft. Once they send it down the shaft, they are free to exit the locker room. Gonna close the door behind them, and then they're gonna go walk through this hallway. Once the prisoner has gone through that hallway, the guard is gonna close the door, and then he's gonna go progress through his own hallway. When the guard wants to go through his own hallway, he's gonna walk through here with some special boots. They're going to have soul speed 3 and depth starter 3. And he's gonna go walk through here at this speed. Once the guard has reached the end of the hall, he's going to see a glass window, and the prisoner should be on the other side. Once that prisoner is on the other side, he's going to close the prisoner's path, and then he's going to close his own path. He's then going to tell the prisoner to set their spawn on a bed that is at the end of the hall, right next to that piece of blue. And then he's going to pour some lava so that the prisoner is killed. If the prisoner did decide to sneak some items in, the guard can just pull this lever so that he can close the window, and an alarm will go off. This window is made out of netherite blocks, and it's going to protect the guard from the prisoner if they decide to sneak in some TNT, sword, mining equipment, any of that. Flipping the lever is also going to turn off the alarm. So anything that triggers the alarm, if you reverse what triggered it, it's going to turn off the alarm. That's the only way to turn it off. Once the prisoner is killed, they're going to spawn on the other side of this glass area, and they're going to walk through a hall all the way to the iron door, and the guard is going to let him out. Once the guard has done that, him and the prisoner are going to stand on this bottom slab. They're going to splash themselves with fire resistance, and swim through this lava, which I'm gonna fly through so it's faster. Then they're gonna walk into this puddle of water, and this is a manual search. The prisoner is gonna stand on this shroom light. The guard is gonna close that off and kill him manually, so that the prisoner cannot sneak any items in, because if the prisoner did manage to throw some items onto the bed and glitch the items through the corner so he can pick it up, he will be manually searched here, and he can't do anything about it if he loses his items, because the guard will pick it up. There's a bed here so that the prisoner can sit there, spawn, and then be killed there. Once the prisoner is manually searched, him and the guard are going to swim up this water elevator and go to another lava chasm. To progress through this lava chasm, the guard and the prisoner are going to stand in this slab, and they're going to get splashed with fire resistance once again. They're then going to swim through the lava chasm, and this might take a while, so I'm just going to fly through it. And then they will reach this room. This room is bigger than it should be, but the guard is going to escort the prisoner up this ladder, and they're going to be taken to this bed. This bed, if it is broken, it'll also trigger an alarm. Once again, if the bed is replaced, then the alarm turns off. For the prisoner to be taken inside his cell, the guard will again manually kill him. He's gonna die, spawn on a pressure plate, and he's gonna be sent quickly through this shaft. And there's also another right block here that opens up quickly, and he falls through, and now he's in this cell that is completely surrounded with obsidian, and it would take like around 16 hours to mine this obsidian with your fist underwater. There's also a conduit that will be disabled if the guard thinks that the prisoner is doing anything suspicious. So once the guard has killed the prisoner and put him in his cell, the guard is going to go back through the path he came so that he can return to the guard's locker room and check on the prisoner. And he's going to do this by using the last few minutes of his 8-minute fire resistance pot and swim through here, which should take a bit. And then he's going to go swim down through this, go back through this, and 8 minutes is definitely enough time to go through all of this. If he can't, he can call for another guard to come and help him out. And he's just gonna press this button, go through this, swim through here, and oh yeah, he's also gonna pull this lever and that one just cause, and he's gonna go through this, and the door should open, and then he can close it again over here. Now that we're back in the main lobby, I'm just gonna tell you guys why there's gray carpet here, and that is actually because withers cannot be spawned if there's carpet here, and what can actually be done is, if that is broken, alarm goes off. So when the guard wants to go to his locker room, he has to open this up again, and then go through this path. And don't forget to close the guard's path. He's gonna go through here, and this is the first part where the warden's key is put in use. He's gonna put the warden's key inside of this dispenser or dropper. He's gonna press the button. Door should open. He's gonna press this button, and then he's gonna get his key over here. Alright, so now he's gotten his key. He's gonna go through this path, crouch through here, and then climb this ladder, and this should take him to the guard's locker room. And also, the reason why all the guards' pathways are filled with water is so that no one can chorus fruit into them. You also can't chorus fruit into any of the redstone pathways because there's slabs and other blocks so that no one can chorus fruit into them. I will show you what's down here after, but first I'm going to show you the armory, the pearl chamber, and the locker room, and the cell watch. And the locker room is actually connected to the other locker room, and I'll show you what that means inside. Alright, so this is the armory. There's a bedroom for the guards to spawn, and they're gonna run through here and get fully kitted up. And the sword seems to be bugged right now, but they can just take the sword if they want to. And yeah, This is what they should look like, ready for action. And another thing, these all have curse of vanishing, so if they die, the prisoner or whoever's trying to escape or break in, they cannot get these items. By going inside of the Ender Pearl Stasis Chamber, we got 2 shafts, one for all the guards to put all their stuff, and one for only the warden. And the warden has his own because he will probably be a little more busy, and the guards are all going to come at the same time. These pistols are actually connected to 2 buttons that are at the front of the prison, and if they want to summon the guard or the warden to let them in, they can do that. This also disables the conduit, and I think you heard that. The conduit is now disabled, and my conduit power is going down, 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 and no more conduit. So that I can just pull this again to enable it, and I'll show you what that's for in a second. There's also pearls inside here for backup. And going inside here, we have cell watch. So there's an ender chest here. There's 2 beds. And over here, we can pop inside this. You can take a pearl, and this is actually like there's a bunch of hoppers that connect to it, so that it basically never runs out. You can press this button and see what's going on inside of the cell. And this, the guards actually check on the prisoner every 15 minutes. That's part of their resume. So yeah. So you basically can't mine out. If the guards do slack off, maybe you can, but we put the most skilled guards, the most professional guards inside of the Cuckoo's nest. Alright, over here is the locker system, and basically, you remember that shaft that I showed you guys? So the guard will press this button, and it'll actually send the prisoner's stuff inside here. So yeah, that's like that. So if the guard or warden wants to exit the prison, they'll just drop down here with their key and slide through a bunch of water, drop here, and this is the exit. So they're gonna pop their key inside this dropper, press the button, and then wait for this to open. 3 blocks thick. They're gonna drop down here. Gonna press that button to get their key back. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please do like, and if you really enjoyed that video, consider subscribing. It's free and it really helps me out a ton. Anyways, goodbye.